हेलो फ्रेंड्स, फ्रूट्स में पपीता, एनिमल्स में चीता और यूट्यूब में से हंगामा विद हर्षिता। आज मैं कोई माइथोलॉजिकल स्टोरी नहीं लेकर आई हूँ, पर एनिमल्स के बारे में एक बहुत ही इंफॉर्मेशनल वीडियो लेकर आई हूँ। होप यू एन्जॉय। और सिर्फ एनिमल्स ही नहीं, हम लोग एंशियंट टाइम के एनिमल्स के बारे में ज़्यादा बात करने वाले हैं, तो प्लीज़ इसे एंजॉय करना। और अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा तो आपको पता ही है कि आप प्लीज़ लाइक करना, सब्सक्राइब करना, शेयर करना और कमेंट तो करना ही। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। People also ask, how was the earth formed? There are many rumors about it, but some are truth. I'm gonna say you about it now. The earth was formed about 4.6 billion years ago, when the gases and the dust of outer space gathered into lumps. There was a lot of heat and pressure in the interior of the earth. That time, in the end, volcanic eruption happened all over the earth, and gases, vapor, and lava sputtered out. After a long while, the temperature dropped and the vapor in the atmosphere rained down, creating oceans. The surface of the earth cooled down and became a solid land. People also ask, how were organisms formed? How were animals formed? How were human beings were formed? Let's know about it. The components in the water like hydrogen sulfide, sulfur compounds, carbon dioxide, water and many more formed cells which formed us. And there are many types of cells like unicellular organism, for example Vorticella, the organism that are made up of one cell, example amoeba. Multicellular examples are comb jelly, made up of many cells, example sea pen. People also ask about trilobite fossils. Actually, trilobite fossils are a group of extinct marine arthropods that first appeared around 521 million years ago, shortly after the beginning of the Cambrian period, living through the majority of the Paleozoic era for nearly 300 million years. You can see the trilobite fossils over here. How did they look? Trilobites appeared about 570 million years ago, thrived and went through a rapid revolution, then disappeared about 250 million years ago. People also ask the proper definition of a fish. You will say the organism having fins and gills are the organism named fish, but the proper definition of a fish is fish are vertebrates that live in water and breathe through gills. About 25,000 kinds of fish exist, including sharks, eels, and stingrays. Most have the following characteristics. First, they inhale oxygen from water through gills. They are covered in scales. Third, they swim using fins. Fourth, they are cold-blooded, which means they become colder or hotter depending on the temperature of the environment. They generally have a streamlined body shape. Now I'm going to name a pelycosaur named Dimetrodon, whose body length is about 3 to 4 meters. It is carnivorous dinosaur. People also ask that what are amphibians? Actually, amphibians are vertebrates that live part of their lives underwater and part on land. There are about 6,000 species, including frogs, toads, and salamanders. In general, they have the following characteristics. First, they live in water when they are young and come and go between water and land when they grow older. Second, they are cold-blooded animals. Third, their skin is smooth without scales. Fourth, they go from a larval stage to an adult stage. Some amphibians are frog, tadpole, salamander, newt, tree, frog, wood frog, bullfrog, caecilian, poison frog, hyla, mole salamander. People also ask example of carnivorous and herbivorous reptiles. A Edaphosaurus, a herbivorous pelycosaur. Its body length is about 2 meters and hence is a herbivorous dinosaur or a reptile. Dimetrodon, a carnivorous pelycosaur, body length 3 to 4 meter. I haven't told you about what is the meaning of a pelycosaur. Let's know. Pelycosaur, primitive mammalian reptile that thrived around the end of the Paleozoic era. People also ask what are therapsids. Actually, therapsids had straight legs, well developed teeth, and strong chin bones. Most became extinct and the rest evolved into primitive mammals. Some examples are Gorgonops, a carnivorous therapsid. Its body length is about 2 to 3 meters. Some more examples of therapsids are the following. So now we are going to talk about various kinds of dinosaurs that lived in Cretaceous period. For example, Spinosaurus, its body length is about 12 to 13 meter. Microceratops, its body length is about 60 to 80 meter. Stegosaurus, its body length is about 1.5 to 2.5 meter. And Shantangosaurus, its body length is about 13 to 16 meter. Turbosaurus, its body length is about 7 to 14 meter. Iguanodon, its body length is about 6 to 10 meter. Anatoiton, its body length is about 9 to 12 meter. Lambeosaurus, its body length is almost 9 meter. Triceratops, its body length is about 7 to 10 meter. Tyrannosaurus, its body length is about 12 meter. So guys, this bird is an Archaeopteryx. Its body length with wings spread out 60 centimeter. It can't fly that good, but it's a very huge animal or a bird. People also ask, what is the proper definition of birds? You'll say birds are the organisms that have feathers, that have wings, that can fly. But the proper definition of the bird is birds are vertebrates with a beak, wings, and a body covered in feathers. There are about 10,000 different species, including eagles, owls, and penguins. They have the following characteristics. First, their bodies are covered in feathers and are fit for flight. Second, they breathe with lungs. Third, they are warm-blooded animals whose body temperature remains the same regardless of the temperature of the environment. Fourth, they lay hard-shelled eggs. They sit on their eggs and hatch them using their body temperature. Birds have unique adaptations which aid flight. Most of their bones except for chest bone and wing bone are hollow and light. People also ask that what are mammals? Actually, mammals are vertebrates that raise their offsprings by breastfeeding. There are about 4,000 different kinds of mammals. They have the following characteristics. First, they breathe with lungs. Second, they are warm-blooded animals whose body temperature remains the same regardless of the temperature of the environment. Third, they have relatively large and complicated brains in proportion to their frames. Fourth, their bodies are covered with hair or fur. Now we are going to talk about geological time scale and succession of organisms. Okay. About 65 million years ago, when the Cenozoic era, the mammals were existing like mammoths, anthropoids, rhinoceros, saber-toothed tigers, and a primitive man. Dinosaurs and birds exist like dinosaurs, ammonites, and Archaeopteryx. And about 230 million years ago in the Mesozoic era, and about 570 million years ago in the Paleozoic era, reptiles, amphibians, fish, trilobites, ocean life, and a lot of animals existed like brachins, ostracoderms, Paleozoic ammonites, trilobites, amphibians, primitive reptiles, graptoids, brachiopods. And about 3.8 billion years ago, only fungi, algae, protozoans like Paramecium, Amobia, Vorticella, and Eugenie, these exist. These were the cells. So guys, this is the African elephant whose body length is about 5.4 meter to 7.5 meter huge. Nowadays, elephants use their trunks. First, sprinkling sand or water on the body, embracing calves, fighting enemies, picking leaves from tall trees for eating, breathing in water, picking objects, smelling. People also ask that do animals express emotions too? Yes. Animals express love through unique sounds and gestures when they are fully grown. Usually females choose their mates, so the males do everything in their power to get chosen. They have an instinct for offspring. It is animals' instinct to reproduce, but they will refuse to mate if they don't like the other animal. Do you know why do elephants take mud baths? This is the reason that elephants take mud baths to get rid of parasites and avoid hot rays of the sun. Most animals cooperate to prevent attacks from their predators or to warn each other about danger. When the water buffaloes team up, the wolves grow afraid. Water buffaloes create a defense system as a group to protect themselves against the threat of the savage beasts. Beavers warn each other about danger by striking the surface of water with their tails. Manatees gather around other manatees that are in danger. The end guys. तो अगर आप लोग को ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा तो प्लीज़ लाइक सब्सक्राइब शेयर करना बिल्कुल मत भूलना. होप यू एंजॉय. थैंक यू.